Hey guys, what's up? I am redoing this video because I forgot to turn the fan off and my voice was a little weird. So, okay. First I guess I'll just start with, it's going to be helter skelter because I got stuff stacked crazy. So we're just going to deal with it like that. Alright, so works in progress. I haven't had a chance to work on my sweater, my top that I was making for myself. So everything is in this bag that my friend Ashley mixed plate over on Ravelry made for me. And I love it because I'm an avid reader and a amateur writer. And I just absolutely love it. This just says Edgar Allan Poe to me. So it's still down here sitting in the hey I'm still here pile. Well, there's only two things in the hey I'm still here pile. The other item is a hat. And I'm using the impeccable, what's it, cozy jewel? Yeah, the pattern that's on the ball band, cozy wool. That's my favorite pattern for hats. Is this cozy wool cable hat? I love this pattern, but I'm on the increase row. I think I just finished, almost finished it. Or did I just finish it? Let's see. Placement stitch markers. It's like purl 2. I have to count my stitches to see how many stitches I got. But I got it separated for the cables. Let's take my glass off to read this. So, have I changed to my larger needles? Yes, so I've changed to my larger needles. So yes, I'm on my first purl 2 knit 12 repeat around. And then I'll start my cables. So that's where I'm at in the pattern. Purl 2 knit 12 around. Okay, so these hats are fast. They're easy to make. I just haven't had a chance to work on it, and you will see why in a minute. So yeah, when you work full time, I don't have the time I used to have to work on my knitting and stuff. So that's why when I get home from work, I do this to relax and to get myself ready for the next day of work. So this is in Poor Girl Project bags. Erin made this. And as you can see, it has all these awesome sheep on it. I'm not sure my camera is not, I think I'm getting the camera because I cleaned the lens. It's just not very focused. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I made 2 pair of footies. Now, the reason I made 2 pair of footies is I was watching an anime that I watch, and the anime is, what is this? It's about this huge guy and his girlfriend's like this little teeny thing. I can't think of the name of it right now. Let me go to Hulu real quick and I'll tell y'all. But it's a sweet show. I like it. It's interesting. Hurry. Come on, Hulu, hurry up. Alright. My daughter was probably watching Hulu and I just booted her off. Mother, why isn't my Hulu working? It ain't your Hulu, it's Mama's Hulu. Alright, they don't have any new ones up there. But right now the animes that I'm watching is, for anyone who cares, is Rainy Coco, K, Noragami, and Fairy Tail. And let me see the history real quick, so I can tell you the name of the one that I'm trying to tell you guys about, if you're interested in that. Oh my God. Somebody's been watching Sailor Moon. See, I wish Hulu would do it like Netflix has it, where you can separate it by the family members. That way, their list doesn't end up on my list. You see what I'm saying? Because they've been watching all kinds of stuff, and I can't find mine, and it sucks. Will it take it to the end? Let me go to. It's too far back. Now, Orange Marmalade, that was a good Korean drama. So if you didn't get a chance to watch that, you should watch that. And Sailor Moon stuff. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. And of course, I love Bleach. Bleach. It's called My Love Story. That's the name of the anime. And it's a cute one. Okay, so if you're into that, you should watch that one. You might enjoy it. You might not. You might be sleeping. But I enjoyed the storylines behind it. So, let's say something. Alright, so let me find my camera view again. Okay, so the next thing that I did yesterday, I did this because I realized that I couldn't find the belt for this sweater. So somewhere, it's been a long time since I wore this sweater. It's a comfort sweater kind of thing. And so when they cleaned everything after the house fire, everything was covered in soot. So all our stuff had to be cleaned. And because this is a very old sweater, the loop in the belt probably disintegrated or got lost or something. But one of the loops was missing, so I added a loop to it yesterday. And I knit a 2x2 rib belt for it. So that now my old sweater, my old comfortable sweater that's perfectly serviceable. See, these little tags, I left some of them up there from when the stuff got cleaned at the cleaning facility after the house fire. So they call it a jacket. It's a sweater. But no, I did not knit the sweater. Okay. I knit the belt for the sweater. Alright. So yeah. So if you've been following me on Instagram, you know that I was knitting these footies. Now these footies are for somebody with a size 7 foot. My hand is bigger than this person's foot. Okay. So I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I was watching my animes, right? And I didn't realize that I had folded it wrong and sewn it shut and everything. And I already wove it in my ends, so I wasn't about to go looking for them because I leave about a 7.5 to 8 inch tail, and I weave in almost all of it because I don't want nothing that I make coming apart. And so I realized that, because like you can have the pattern going like the long way, or you can fold it so that it goes like the short way. And the ones I was making was supposed to be going the short way. Either way, it's a nice and stretchy pattern. Okay, and very simple, very easy to make. And once it's on your foot, it looks very nice. Like, you know, once you put it on, it looks nice. And plus, I put a flower on mine. So I end up having to make 2 pair because I folded it wrong. So I didn't have to make another pair. So now I have this one, and I got to make flowers for these, and these will be going into, I don't know anybody that has a size 7 foot. Frederica can probably wear 'em. My niece. I don't know anybody with a size 7 foot. I'll just put it out there. I wear a 10, and it depends on the shoe. Sometimes it's a 10 wide. If the shoe, it depends on if it was made in this country, because the 10 that I wear in this country is probably like an 11 in UK. UK size. So it all depends on the shoe, what size your shoe size is. But yeah, so I have made these. I gotta make flowers for these, so they will go down here, and actually it should have its own project bag. Here, here's an empty one. I'll store it in here. This project bag was made by Sean, Amanda's husband, for In Yarn for Breakfast. And I will look up his Etsy store, and I'll post a link to his Etsy store for you guys. But you've probably seen this fabric before. A lot of people have made bags using this fabric, but I love it. And the inside of his bag, let me turn it inside out for you real quick. So if you're a guy and you really don't want your sheepies on the outside, but nah, you don't need that. This is the inside. See that? Pockets. All around. Pockets. It's very, very well made. With a nice nylon thread. So it would take a lot to destroy. And this is the bottom of the bag. That's what I'm saying. Very, very well made. These bags are built to last. But I will put a link to Sean's bag down in the description box for you guys. So I'm gonna put these in here. I should put a note why they're in there. Shouldn't I? Yeah, drop all your note, people. Oh. Sorry, guys. I never said I was the most graceful person in the world, now did I? Alright. Note. Make flowers. Alright. Here's my note. It's going in here. So now I know why this stuff is in there. And bam. Here we go. And the cord that he uses is this nice, thick, almost make me think of clothesline cord. Very sturdy. Awesome. Alright. So, that was the pay attention to what you're doing instead of watching animes moment. Alright, so let's see the progress on the big blanket. Pinwheel blanket. I added a couple more rows since you guys saw this thing. And so this is the color that I'm on now. This one right here. So there's 3 rows of that. And it's still attached to it. So I'm probably going to put some more. Because here's where it's attached at. So I haven't finished this row. So apparently I started the 3rd row isn't complete yet. So it actually will be going this way. So yeah, I got a ways to go to get to the 3rd, for the 3rd row to be finished. Let's pull this loop up so it won't unravel on me anymore. God knows how far I had gone. Alright, so that's one thing you guys can do if you're a new crocheter, is if you have to put a project down, take your hook out, pull some excess through the last loop so it'll hang. That way your work won't pull apart. If something snags this, you got a lot of room for something to pull it before it starts to actually unravel your work. You can also take and put a stitch marker. You can also take and put a stitch marker through that last stitch. If you have to borrow that needle for something and use it for another project, maybe it's your only needle, you can put a stitch marker through that last loop, and there you go. Your stitches aren't going anywhere. Okay? So that's just like a little tip for you guys, okay? So, alright, so that's that. Now, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm at anymore since I'm redoing this video. This is a red skin hat I'm making to go with a scarf that's over there. And I just started the yellow part of the hat. I do not knit nowhere near as fast as I crochet, and it drives me crazy. I wish I could knit as fast as I crochet, but my problem is I have very big hands, and needles, the small, like these needles, they poke me when I'm trying to knit with them. They're very awkward. Even with the straight ones, like these bent ones work better for me than the straight ones for knitting hats and stuff. But it slows me down even more because this part back here is always poking me in the palm of my hand. And so I end up having a sore palm. Whereas if I use my DPNs, I don't have those issues if I use the DPNs. I need to cut that. Always, unless you're using some super rare yarn where you need every single inch of it, always cut your tail a little bit longer than you need it so that you can weave it in. Like this is going to be where these join at, so they got to be crossed. I'll cross it like you're going to tie a knot. And then weaving it each end. That way I know it's not going to unravel some industrious person that's going to sit there and pull it apart. But, no, I wish I could knit as fast as I crochet. If I could knit as fast as I crochet, I would be a knitting somebody. But yeah, I enjoy knitting. I enjoy knitting a lot. I just wish I could knit as fast as I crochet. So that's the hat that I'm currently working on. Now I have to do a gray one as well. This is just a 2x2 rib. And it's going to be done for 8.5 inches. The person this hat is for has a 23.5 inch circumference on their head. This person is 6'5", so he's got a big, tall body, big head. And so I'm doing, the pattern I'm using is Jacob Is My Boyfriend on Ravelry. It's a free pattern from Twilight Fandom. And it calls for 8 inches for you to knit the 2x2 rib in 8 inches before you start your decreases. I'm doing 8.5 simply because this person has a big head. Okay? And that's no lie. 23.5. Okay? Now, let's say my purchases and stuff for last. So I did this yesterday, and I used a size K hook. This is a bush stitch and a K hook. That's why I said that you can use one stitch for a lot of things. Just change your hook size. You'll be amazed at how much different that stitch will look using different hook sizes. So it's just a cowl, just a simple circular scarf or cowl. Well, a circular scarf because she'll be able to wrap this around her neck a couple of times. So that's finished. The scarf for the red skin scarf for the 6'5" person. This is finished. Like, I'm 5'4". So, this thing is on the floor for me. Okay? That's a lot of material. It actually only used 2 skeins. 2 skeins of each color of red heart. Plus, I made the tassels with the last skeins. The last of the skeins. So, part of them anyway. I still have enough left over from the 2 skeins to do this hat. It's like from a piece of skein that I had from a previous red skein project. Those 2 would probably be like a skein on themselves. So that's that one. It's not chilly up here anymore, but I've been cold. It's like 70-some degrees upstairs, but I've been cold. So, okay, so this is the gray scarf, and I did it in a sampler. Let me show you guys. So the bottom, the first part is a basket weave. And then I did a half double crochet. Yeah, I did a double crochet. This is double crochet, cross stitch, and then half double crochet. And I just repeated this until it was long enough, those 3 stitches. Double crochet, cross stitch, half double crochet, double crochet, cross stitch, half double crochet, until it was long enough that I could put the basket weave on the end of the last double crochet round. Okay, so it's a very simple sampler stitch, but it makes a real pretty scarf. Okay, very easy to do. And for this one, I think, I don't remember how many stitches that I did. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this has, I think it's 32 stitches wide. I mean, you can experiment on how you want it, but I want it like on the end of mine. I wanted a double crochet on the end so it would look neat. So the end would be neat. So yeah, so this is finished. Okay, so those are my finished items. And I got one more work in progress to show you guys, and that is, I started on the red on the tubular scarf for Anthony. So I started on the red portion of this one. Okay, and the Batman iron-ons or sew-ons, you can sew them on or iron them on. They came. So there's going to be one on each end of the scarf. So, yeah. Now, purchases. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys this yarn that I got last weekend from Baba Sheep here in Norfolk, Virginia. And if I didn't, but I'm pretty sure I showed you. One is Malabrigo Mecca Prussia Blue. That's this one. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. And the other one is the Wales Road, Mecca Wales Road Malabrigo. And I don't know if you guys can see all the purples, but it's gorgeous. But this yarn also has some hints of that Prussia Blue in it. So they go together very well. So I got to do a project. I want to do a project with both of these. And what's the yardage on this? 130 yards, approximately 130 yards per skein. Yeah. So that's 260 yards. So I got to figure out a good project for this. All right. And then the other thing that I got was this is the last skein. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. I accidentally stopped the video when it fell on the keyboard. So I'm going to have to stitch it together. And since I got to stitch it together, I probably popped some pictures up of that other pair of slippers. So this was the last one that she had on display in the shop anyway. And this is Malabrigo Nude. And it is in the Piedras colorway 862. Yep. And I already spun one of these before, but I'm going to spin it again. Now, this is 100% merino fiber. And it's very soft. It's a very soft fiber. But I've had softer merino than this. But it's a really nice fiber. And I love spinning it. It spins very well. If I didn't like spinning, I wouldn't keep buying it. I think this is like I bought some in New York, like two skeins of this in New York and spun. I bought 3 or 4 from Roz's shop. And now here I am buying another one. So I obviously enjoy spinning this Malabrigo fiber. So we went to Michael's yesterday. And to get 2 skeins of gray yarn to finish the gray scarf and to have enough so that I could do the gray hat to go with the scarf. And while we were there, I saw that they had the grande or huge loops and threads fiber. This is fiber, and they're calling it yarn. This is just fiber that's been twisted together. I mean, and the twist is a very loose twist. Yeah, look at it and have my drop spinner on me in the store. I would have been spinning some of it in the store just to see how it was spin. But yes, I carry my drop spinner around with me inside the stores. And while I'm walking and talking with my husband, I'm spinning. But I had left the drop spinner in the car. But I took it, as you can see, it's very loosely twisted together. And this fiber, it's an acrylic and polyester blend. And it's going to spin just fine. It's going to spin up. It's going to be beautiful. And I'm going to hold them. I'm probably going to remove the twist from it and just hold these two pieces together and spin it. I might separate it out and just spin the blue and spin the brown and ply them back on each other. I haven't decided how I want to do it yet. Maybe I'll do a couple of samples of each way just to see what it's going to look like. But I got this one, and the colorway for this one was landscape. So this one is called landscape. Okay, it's 7 point something ounces. This is almost 8 ounces of fiber, and I got it for $4 and something. With coupon and everything, probably would have been like, $3.50 for almost 8 ounces of fiber. You can't beat that, guys, for some spinner fiber, especially if you're new. This is excellent stuff to practice with before you move on to bamboo and silk, more slipperier. This is going to be kind of slippery, but not as slippery as bamboo and silk. So it's a great, beautiful fiber to practice your spinning with before you start moving into your pricier wools and other exotic fibers. I'm telling you, go to your local craft store or order it online. Get you some of this stuff to practice with. And then once you've mastered spinning this stuff, the natural stuff is no problem. And you haven't wasted your natural stuff. You spent $4 on this stuff for almost 8 ounces versus your $28 to $30 braid of some Etsy, indie dyer, beautiful, expensive fiber. Okay? Try it. There's also some, I've shown you guys before on my video, there's also some woven fiber like that they basically put a black string around it. You can cut that string off and just pop it, put the air back into that woven, and it spins just fine. So that's something else that you guys can try as an alternative to using your fancy fibers before you think you've mastered spinning enough to use your fancy fibers. You can always go and get this stuff and spin it instead to practice on. So this was the other one that I got, and this one is called Neutral. Okay? And it has a lot of neutral tones. Tans, blacks, grays, and everything in between. The tans, the blacks, the grays, and silvery grays, charcoal grays. Just beautiful. Very beautiful. Gorgeous. So, that was my fiber purchase from Michaels. And for those 2 skeins of yarn, the gray skeins of yarn, and these 2, I spent $15.01 with my coupon. Okay? So I think that's not too bad of a deal. Alright, so that is all the yarn and fiber related activities that I have to show you. The other thing I have to show you is, let me put this fiber up so I don't forget it. I'm going to put it back with this one. I'm going to have another segment called for my art because I dabble. My daughter is an artist, and I dabble. And by dabbling, I mean I don't do any artwork professionally and stuff. I do it for me to make me happy. I wish I could get paid for it, but it hasn't gotten to that point where I feel comfortable trying to sell anything that I've drawn or painted. or anything like that. So, let me show you guys. I'll just show you guys this book real quick. So, I love Zentangles. I love Zentangle. I call it doodling, but they got a fancy name for it now called Zentangle. So, this is just doodling. Just doodle. Just put marks on paper. So, I saw a picture online, this one right here, and so I tried to replicate it, and then I added some more stuff to it. Same here. I did an apple, and then I did a Zentangle, and I glued the apple to the page. I cut it out and glued it to the page. And then another Zentangle. It's hard to get this camera right. Sorry about the hands, but I got big hands, y'all. Then doodling at work on Post-it notes. And then there's another one from work. This. I'll probably get in trouble with this. Then I joined the Cartoon Blocks. Evan over at Cartoon Block, he has some paid for tutorials and an art group. I'll put a link to it, but I joined it and been watching some of his videos and trying to do some of the exercises in the videos. So I'm not happy with these. I'm going to keep practicing before I start trying to flesh them out. I want to try to get the proportions and stuff. Because like I said, it's, so I'm still practicing on these. And then this was another challenge that someone had posted, and that was my version of the challenge. So that's what I'm doing right now. I am doing drawing, playing around, art, because that's something I always loved, was drawing. I mean, if you guys followed me for any length of time, we used to do the YouTube video art hangouts and stuff like that, and we would just sit there and draw whatever we want to draw, just have fun drawing. Or we would get a prompt, and we would have to, somebody would give us a prompt, and we would have to try to draw something related to that prompt. And it's a lot of fun. Greg and I did it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm look forward to doing it again, because it was a lot of fun, just sitting there, just drawing to these random prompts that from this prompt generator that he found online, and just talking about art, talking about life, and it's a lot of fun. It's a good way to just reconnect with other people and get your art out of your head and onto some paper. And my daughter, she wants me to draw more on paper because she said, you're contributing to the hoarding of your son. Because my son, the cups that I've been drawing on, they're all downstairs. Since I have to edit this video, I'll post some pictures of these drawings at the end of the video, so you guys can see some of the Instagram stuff that I've been doing. So that's everything that's going on with me right now. I appreciate all the new subscribers that I got. Thank you very much. I try to answer people as if you post comments and stuff, I'm trying to answer you as best I can. I know that there are people who wish the video quality and everything was better, but what you see right now is what you get. I simply do not have the lighting and the resources right now to improve that lighting, so that the videos are crisper and clearer. And I'm working on trying to improve that. I'm sorry about the glare from my glasses, but I had anti-glare coating removed because it was really scratched up. And once the coating was removed, my glasses were perfectly fine. Yes, perfectly fine without that coating. And they haven't gotten more scratched up without the coating. So I apologize for the glare in advance. Yeah, it was cheaper than getting a new pair of glasses right now, because my glasses running to the hundreds because they're bifocals. They also, because I'm diabetic, they have a dark tint to them. When I go outside, they help protect my eyes. They help, what's the word I'm looking for? Slow down the growth of cataracts. I have what is it called? Protein strands floating around in my eye. Floaters. I have little tiny floaters. They're not cataracts yet. And so my glasses get very dark in order to try and protect my eyes from those from that sunlight, which can stimulate the growth of the cataracts. So yeah, protect your eyes for shades, people, when you can. So that's pretty much it. My hair has not been dyed yet. Maybe I'll do it tonight. I don't know. I hope all of you guys, if I don't hear from you or see you before the Thanksgiving holidays, those of you who have Thanksgiving or practice some type of family gathering for November, I hope you enjoy your family. Make sure people know that you love them. Be supportive of one another. Help out where you can, if you can. And just really just enjoy your family for the holidays. Those of you who shop for the holidays, please be safe. Don't just be looking out for yourself, but look out for the food who might be getting ready to run into you, so to speak. Just please be careful, those of you who like shopping for deals and stuff like that on the holidays. And those of you who have to work on the holidays, be careful. And know that even though you're at work, in a way, you are still with your family because your job helps take care of your family and yourself. So if you got to do what you got to do to take care of your family and yourself, and some people don't seem to understand that, you know, they're not going to pay your bills and they're not going to take care of your family. So why should they say something about you being at work? And yes, you can feel sorry for someone having to work. And, oh, I'm so sorry you have to work today. But the fact that you're there speaking to that person says that you're glad they're there because you're there shopping. So it's kind of hypocritical when people say stuff like that, but they're there shopping. You know what I'm saying? The world according to Juanita. So I ain't even gonna get started. I'm not gonna get started. But it's just like when people are try to get someone to do something that's to get them fired or something. Hey, just give me a pass, you know, something like that. Just, you know, look the other way. Are you gonna pay my bills by me looking the other way? Are you gonna take care of my family because I got fired for looking the other way or giving you a pass? No, you're not. So no, the rules are the rules, and they're there for a reason. If you want to break them, go right ahead, but don't involve me in your mess. I ain't got nothing to do with it because you're not going to pay my bills. At the end of the day, I'm responsible for me and my job, and I'm responsible for my family. And you're not going to take care of me or my family or my job. And so just keep it moving. I ain't got time for your BS. So that's one of the things that irritates me, is that people want people to take chances and risks. And to me, that shows that you really don't care about that person. You don't care about that person's life, their livelihood, their family, none of it, because all you care about is yourself, and you're selfish because you never thought ahead of what's going to happen to an individual if they get fired for doing this for me. You see, the world isn't just you. Life isn't just you. Everything is connected. Everyone is connected. What you do might not affect the person that helped you do it, but it can affect thousands of people or hundreds of people or 2 or 3 people that depend on the person that helped you do it. So start thinking about these things. Start thinking. Stop always believing everything people tell you. Learn for yourself. If you are watching this video, then you are literate enough to go online and pull up a YouTube video. If you can do that, then you have the ability to learn to read, to learn to comprehend and understand concepts, theories, and other things on your own, even religion and law. You have the ability to learn those on your own. You don't have to depend on a preacher standing in a pulpit or some other person standing in a place of power within a religion telling you what their interpretation is and what they think you should do. Read for yourself. Because I guarantee you, if you can read your religious doctrine, not papers and pamphlets that other people have written, but your religious doctrine. If you can read your religious Bible or whatever religious codex, Quran, what the Buddha's teaching, whatever it is that you follow, if you can read those teachings yourself and comprehend them yourself, the world would be so much more of a peaceful place, because you will be able to understand on your own, to think on your own, to wonder on your own, to accept that what is. And you do not have to do negative actions to affect positive change. If you treat people with respect and with humanity and ethically, then things will begin to work themselves out on their own. If you treat people the way you want to be treated, things will begin to work out on their own. Because if everyone started treating people with respect, with dignity, with caring, then all these other things will work out. So the world is built out of many cultures, many races, but we're all human beings at the end of the day. My skin is a different color from yours. My educational background might be different from yours. But at the end of the day, I'm a human being. I'm a female. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I'm a sister. I'm a daughter. I'm someone's daughter and granddaughter. And all it takes is one positive word. Hey, how you doing today? You know, did you have a good weekend? And you can say it to anyone passing you by. You don't have to pick out someone. You can say it to anyone. My grandma and them always told me, they said, if they didn't wake up in that same house with you, and you told them people that you woke up with good morning, how come you can't tell them people that you meet in the street good morning? Because you never know what that good morning might do for a person. It might give them a reason to stay on this earth for one more day. So, that's the world according to Juanita. Back by popular demand. And I'm going to let you guys go. I got to put this video together now since I accidentally cut off the other part. And I'm going to add in some photos from Instagram of some of the other stuff that I've worked on and whatnot. And some of the pictures of the art, the cups, if you haven't seen those. So you guys take care. Enjoy your families. Be safe. And I will see you guys probably... I might see you in the middle of the week if I finish up some more projects next week. Or it might be the weekend again. I'm not sure. Oh, this is the little cowl I made last year. I don't even remember what yarn it was. But, I think it was it feels like wool, so I think I got it from Baba's. I will have to find the actual video that I did for this to let you know what it was. Because the past is the past, but it's like, I like it because it has like fall colors in it. And you can fold it over like this, so it actually looks like a sweater coming out, but it's not. It's just a little real cowl. And did I post it? Yeah, it's a front post. I think it's a front post. Let me look at it. Yeah, it's a front post crochet, but it looks like the knit doesn't, and it neat. All right, then. Somebody's at my door. Y'all take care.